Right, photographer, you're the best we have got, and we have a dangerous mission for you. We are calling it Operation Blue Tit. Operation Blue Tit. Yes, and your target is this. A robin. Yes, photographer soldier. Intel suggests that this animal, this beast, has been taking nuts from the bird feeder. Isn't that what they're supposed to do? Not like this. It's horrible. We need to get visual confirmation. Take what you need. Anything you require, I grant you access. Give yourself time to prepare. Your journey is long. Your journey is dangerous. You'll be heading to the front garden, where no man has ever returned from. You have to be careful of the crows and the seagulls. They are considered as hostile. Use deadly force if required. Any questions, photographer soldier man? A very strange request for a mission, but I'll find a target and get the photograph.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Hello and welcome to today's video, and in today's video you join me in some bushes. Now I am very camouflaged hopefully, and hopefully you can't spot me, but in today's video we are doing some wildlife photography at home. Now currently obviously I am not at home, however I am in some bushes. We will be going home and I have got a cool video lined up for you guys. I better come and reveal myself actually, because this is just a bit awkward now. I'm here. Hello. I'm a tree. Yes. I'm wearing camouflaged gear. I thought it'd be really fun just to see if I could do like one of those videos where it's like, where is the sniper? Apart from I'm not a sniper, I'm a photographer. I shoot with cameras, not guns. But in today's video, I just thought it'd be a bit of fun to just like see if you can actually spot me, do like a mission-esque start of like a Call of Duty kind of thing to the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it at least. I look like a complete prat, but oh well. So what I'm going to do right now is get out of this clothing and go back home, because honestly it is summer, it is boiling hot, and I am sweating buckets in this thing. It is awful to wear. I don't know why photographers often wear this, because it's like, yes, it makes you camouflage, but you look like an absolute prat wearing it. I mean, to be fair, if you get the shot, it's all worth it. But also, it's sweaty, it's difficult to move around in, and honestly, wildlife has a good sense of smell, so they'll probably just smell you coming, I guess. But anyway, yeah, that's the start of today's video, so let's head back home and begin with the actual video. So you join me back at home, and we're now going to start trying to get today's photograph. And today's photograph is, well, doing some wildlife photography with birds in my front garden, but also I'm going to try something very ambitious. Now, a few years ago, I got this photograph of a squirrel kind of like standing behind my camera, and this took me merely 3 hours of agonizing pain, waiting, and then often contemplation like, why in the world am I doing this? So I thought today I'll do it again, but I'm going to be doing it with a robin. I'm going to try and get a robin that flies around our garden to sit on top of my camera and get a pic of it. This could take 4 hours, this could take 4 days, this could take 4 decades, but it's what I'm going to try and do today. So what we're going to do is gather what we need and set it all up in the front garden. So let's begin. First, our prop camera is this one right here, as I don't want to be using any of my main cameras. I've got this old D50, doesn't work, but I'm going to slap a 50mm on it, put it on the front garden, and this will be our lens or our camera that will set up, and hopefully this is the camera the robin will sit on. Next, entering the camera cupboard. That should be a new video, like what's in my camera cupboard. And we have got the D7500. No, we have not. That's the D7500, my bad. We have got this camera, which will be the camera we'll take the photo with, because I'm going to be like recording it with the Nikon Z6, so that'll be our beast. Really love this camera, still a fantastic camera. And also the lens of choice, you can use, if you have it, you could use a 55 to 300mm lens or any like lens like this to get some wildlife photography at home. What you could also use, if you have it to hand, is this monster right here. This is the Sigma 150 to 600mm contemporary lens, and we're going to use that with the lens. And yeah, I do recommend this lens to literally anybody. It's a beast, it looks awesome, and it gets you great photographs. And finally, the tripod we're going to be using is this one right here. Just any tripod really to get any wildlife photography will do, but I'll be using this one right here. That's quite cool. But something else I'll be using as well is this monster right here. This is like your wildlife setup for like a tripod head. This is awesome, it looks cool and really does help with wildlife photography, so definitely recommend this as well. So with all the equipment now gathered and set up, we're going to go downstairs and set it up again. Interesting. I've got the Nikon D7500 all set up right here on its tripod, all ready to go, pointing in that direction, because over here there is the Nikon D50. So what I've done is I've put this camera right here, if you'll ever focus, right there, right next to the bird feeder right here, because my hope and my plan is if the birds see that it's next to there, it's like kind of a platform for them to like jump on. But one thing I'm going to actually add to the camera is some bird seeds, so maybe a bird will be tempted to jump on and we can get our shot. So I'm thinking if I just like litter it on the camera a bit, like that. That should like attract a robin. Right, so we're all ready to start doing the photography, and the last thing I'm going to grab is a chair to sit down on, because I feel like we're going to have a lot of time waiting for this. Right. I feel like we're in the long haul of this photography. I feel like this ain't going to be shit that's going to be like that. This is going to take a while. So whilst I'm waiting, I can also go through some of the settings and some of the tips and tricks about wildlife photography and capturing subjects like this. Starting off with the shutter speed on this camera. Now I'll be using over 1,000th of a second shutter speed. At the moment I'm set at about nearly 2,000th of a second, but I might actually bring that down a little bit because of the aperture. Because when I zoom this lens in right here, it's a variable lens, so it means the more I zoom in, the aperture actually changes. So now I'm at 600mm, it's at f6.3. Now obviously I can bring down my shutter speed, but the problem with bringing down my shutter speed in this scenario is I won't be able to stop and freeze that motion, so I'll have to keep my shutter speed high. So now I'll have to raise the ISO number and bring that up as well. So just balance all those settings out and see what you can do. Now in terms of focus, I'll be using continuous focus, and the Nikon right here has a really good 3D track option on this camera. The Z6 right here doesn't have it, that has dynamic area or something like that I use often, but for this one I will be using 3D tracking. It's a really good system, really works well on this camera. So yeah, in terms of focus, you want it to be fast, you want to use a continuous mode so you can capture your subject really well. As well, you're going to want to make sure you're on a high frame rate or a high burst, so this is on like 8 frames a second, so it'll just take 8 frames like that, and then I'll be able to have plenty of photos to choose from. I could delete the ones I don't want afterwards, but it allows me to ensure I get more than one photograph, so in case the first photograph doesn't work as well, I get other ones there as alternatives. And I see the robin and he's just gone. Damn it. Something else we can also think about using is the lighting. Now obviously we don't have any control of the lighting, however we can choose when to shoot. You can shoot in the golden hours, you can shoot on an overcast day, and these will really give you like the best chances to getting some really nice lighting onto your subject. As well, it's really important to have a stable surface, so I've got this tripod right here and this tripod head that allows me to move my camera, then obviously the whole head moves as well, so it gives me a lot more flexibility when tracking animals. It also looks like a sentry gun, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, just have a stable surface, because after a while carrying a lens like this and trying to hold it like this, it can get tiring on the arms. And that is all really the hints and tricks for wildlife photography right now. That's the things I'm going to be applying to this photograph. So now I just need to wait, and I feel like I'm going to be waiting for a while. When your camera becomes a phone stand. Robin is there. The Robin's right next to the camera. Oh, please go to it. Oh, no, go. Damn it. Flew away. There's the Robin. Go on. Yes. Did I just get it? Come on, load up. When your camera doesn't want to play the movie. We got it. We got the photo. I'm done. See you later. Right, so we're back inside and I have just edited the photograph. Honestly, I cannot believe I was able to capture this photograph. I was ready. My phone was 100% charged. I had a power bank ready if I needed it, because I was ready to go for the long haul. But instead I was just watching some content, looking up, and it was like I was ready to look and wait, and nope, hello, I'm right here, ready for your photograph. And I was just like, what? And the weird thing was, it didn't take any of the food. It literally sat on the camera, it was like, you want a photo of me? Alright then. And it flew off. So this was the photograph we took, and I'm really happy with it. Like, I can't believe it looks like a really fun, cool shot. And yeah, it just shows that you can do wildlife photography at home. Now, I know not everyone might have access to this type of thing, but if you do, make the most of it and definitely try and get some really cool shots of wildlife. So this has been like today's little fun home photography video. I'm going to try and do some more of these like home photography videos, because I really did enjoy them, and I haven't been making a few of them recently, and a lot of you guys do have actually asked for a few more of them, so I thought I might make a few more. But something else I am also going to be doing pretty soon is looking through your photographs with the hashtag CP photos. I haven't forgot about it, just haven't had time or got around to making a video yet, but I have been still looking through a lot of your photographs, and you guys are really creative. So yeah, keep using the hashtag CP photos. I hope you also enjoyed the intro. That was just like an idea I had last night before going to bed, and I was like, yes, let's do it. And then I was like, okay, and then I watched it back and it made me laugh. I don't know if it made you laugh, but if you enjoyed it, let me know in the comment section below. I'm really interested to see what you guys thought of that. So that has been today's video. So until next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. So this is your last chance to play Spot the Photographer. And in 3, 2, 1. Bye for now.